Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna Prabhuji. So like we have read the Chant and Be Happy book, and like I have heard from the one of the senior devotees, like uh, like how we can perfect our japa and what the problems we face during the japa. We come to know, okay, chanting the Hare Krishna is the most important, and it is the basic to advance in a spiritual life. And also, you know, like simply by chanting Hare Krishna, we can go back to the Godhead. Okay. So, but problem is that like we have to chant without offenses, and like we have to chant with the conviction, and we fail every time we fail. Like even if we chant, it is just a counts. Okay, it is not from like our heart. So today we will see what are the six essential qualities like which is required for chanting Hare Krishna. So we know all the literatures are given by the Rupa Goswami and Sanatan Goswami. So like Sanatan Goswami have given the one book, the Hari Bhakti Vilasa, and the commentary on this book is given by Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakura. So in a Hari Bhakti Vilasa, there is a verse in a 17th chapter, 129 verse. मनः संहारणं शौचं मनः मंत्र अर्थ चिन्तानम् अव्यग्रहत्वम् अनिवेदो जपा संपत्ति हेतवः. So like these are the six qualities. If you like when we are chanting and when we follow these six things, then our japa can be perfect. Okay. So first is a mana samharana, means restraining our senses. Like when we sit for the chanting, then what happens, in starting lot of devotees come, like when we say like Prabhuji please chant, Mataji please chant, they chant for the one day, and like second day or like within the 2 to 3 days they give up. Why? Because even the people are saying we cannot sit with this mind, we cannot try to focus our mind, because like a mind is so restless. We can see this is the like one of the qualities of Kali Yuga, or like of Canto 1, Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, chapter 1st and 10th shloka. Okay. So like a mind is always disturbed. Okay. Always agitated. So like, and even the like there are a lot of sense gratificatory things and a lot of things are going there. So everything enters in our mind, and like our mind gets so disturbed and so restless. So first is a manaha samharana. How we have to restrain our mind, how we have to restrain our senses, that like we have to control our mind. But this is the big problem. We cannot control the mind. Even the Arjuna, what Arjuna say, oh Krishna, I can control the wind, but what to speak about the mind? I cannot control. So, like, yes, let's be practical. It is very difficult to control the mind. Okay. And it requires the years and months of a sincere and dedicated practice. Okay. So we have to make our mind uh, we have to make our mind one pointed on the chanting. So how to make the mind one pointed on the chanting? So like when we are chanting, we have to chant. We have like as we seen in the last chapter, we have to vibrate our tongue, and the sound incarnation of Lord. We have to hear from we have to hear from our ears. So then yes, when we see when then Krishna advised Arjuna, by practice, by abhyasa, and by vairagya you can control your mind. So first is a practice. So what practice we have to do to control our mind? So we have to pull back mind when and put it on the mantra. So and we have to chant attentively. So like it is very normal. We are the sadhakas, and sadhaka means like we should struggle. We should struggle for what? We should struggle for sense gratification. No, we should struggle for like we have to pull this mind back on the we have to pull this mind back on the Hare Krishna mantra, and we have to chant. Okay. So yes, first is a practice. We have to practice to bring back mind on the mantra, and we have to focus. So when we are chanting, first bit, like make it one big project. So on, okay, I'm just chanting on this bit. I have to fully focus on this beat, and like we have to chant every letter, and we have to hear every letter. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So we have to chant every word. We have to take care of a pronunciation, and we also have to take care that we are hearing every word. Okay. So and it should be loud enough. Like it is not like that you are chanting and you are not getting what you are chanting. like whatever you are chanting, you should hear, like you should like physically hear from your ear. Then second, and then also in a practice na, like we have to adapt, what our Namnishta Das Prabhu said, like you have to come. Currently, you are in a tamaguna, then you have to come on the platform of a rajoguna. From the rajoguna, you have to come on a platform of a satoguna. And satoguna, like on from this platform, you can start your spiritual practice. So, even in the Bhagavad Gita, it is given na this. These are the habits of a Rasik people. This is the food for the Rasik people. Rasik people think about this. In a like Satoguna people eat this kind of food. They talk in this way. They have this desire, that desire. We have seen everything. There is a detailed study in the Bhagavad Gita. So, yes, we come to know to chant Hare Krishna. We have to come on the platform of Satoguna, and for that we have to practice like. We have to also change our lifestyle, like when devotees in starting, okay, there will be some problem, but when they are chanting for the 4 years, 5 years, even the 10 years, but they are not going to advance, it means like there is a lifestyle problem. Okay, when we are saying, oh Krishna, you are so important for me, and I have to, in this life I have to go back to the Godhead, but like you are saying, like I cannot I cannot regulate my lifestyle, or like I cannot give up my lifestyle. I sleep around the 2 a.m. Then like how can I wake up for Mangalarti, and how can I chant at a Brahma Murta? Like, but you have the opportunity. You can also it is prefer for the devotees, please avoid the night shifts, and prefer the morning shifts, because when you do the night shifts, then your entire day will be spoiled and your entire sadhana will be spoiled. Okay, so first thing, we have to regulate the lifestyle. So what is the lifestyle of this satoguna people? That everything should be planned before sleeping. Like you have to plan everything. I also plan everything. I have my diary. So like before sleeping, you have to plan everything. Okay, tomorrow we have for the spiritual things, I have to chant my rounds, I have to attend Mangalarti, I have to read this book of Prabhupada, I have to cover the Srimad Bhagavatam, these two shlokas, I have to recite the shloka. Everything should be planned. And plan means like, okay, you are doing the to-do list, but at the same time you have to keep some slot for that. And like, okay, we are not a Krishna, we are not a perfect like a Krishna, but try to follow. Even if you follow the 70 to 80% of that task, and that schedule, then you that is the great success. Okay, so it is not like this suddenly you start feeling, oh, I have to do this, or I have to read this books, and then you start doing that. No, this is not recommended, and this is not a good sign of a devotee. Okay, everything should be planned. When we see that senior devotees, there thing is a plan. Okay, I have to go on the 21st for this katha, on the 25 I have to go to this temple. Everything is planned for the senior devotees. So we should also make the spiritual plans. And even for the material things, when we plan the things in advance, then we will have the clarity. For this reading, I require only half hour. Then why there is need to spend the 1 hour? Because that half hour, we are doing the phantasmagoria, we are staying in some dream world. Okay, and in yesterday's class, we have seen anyways we are living in a dream world. So we should come to the reality. We should wake up. Okay, so yes, like we have to do fixed things on the fixed time. Okay, and like we are chanting, like you won't have this thing now, like I don't get time for chanting. Like give it the fixed slot for the chanting. If you are attending temple mangal aarti, then after before temple aarti, like you can wake up for the 1 hour. Okay, 1 hour, like you can easily chant the eight rounds. And before then after mangal aarti, you can chant rest of round. Like it is always I'm reading the book of Haladini Devi Dasi Mataji. She said the earlier you chant the rounds, and they are more of quality. Okay, if you are able to chant the Hare Krishna mantra 16 rounds before the Mangalarti, it is the great success. And devotees are doing, we are in India, it is very comfortable environment here. But the Russian people, where the snowfall is happening, then also they are getting up at 2, they are taking, they are taking the water bath, and they are sitting for a chanting. So before Mangal Aarti, they are chanting their 16 rounds. It requires the determination. Okay, so okay, no one can do that, but at least keep some fixed hours for chanting. Okay, Then second, then further what we can change our do like okay, the first thing is that like we have to wake up early, and for waking up early we have to sleep early. And when we are sleeping, our body is getting rest, and body's machinery is it is getting detoxified, or it's there is a reparation of that. So like for the benefit, like Prabhupada says you should sleep for the 6 hours. So you have to take the like a benefit of this 6 hours. And like what Ayurveda says, what the Shastra says, when we sleep between the 9 to 12, within these 3 hours we get the sleep, we get the body get the rest of the 6 hours, like for 1 hour, 2 hour rest. Okay, from the 12 a.m. to the 3 a.m. Like for this 3 hours, we get the body get the rest of a 3 hours for the 1 hour, 1 hour rest. Okay, then like from the 3 a.m. to the 6 a.m. like 6 a.m. you get the like for 1 hour you get the benefit of a half hour. Like it is like we are going in a decreasing mode, so it is always preferred not to sleep on a brahma muhurta. Okay, so like what are the best hours for sleeping? It is recommended 9 to 3 are the best hours. And especially like we don't have to lose this 9 p.m. to the 12 hour slot, because like we are getting benefit of a 1 hour, we get the benefit of a 2 hours. So for that, we have to modify our lifestyle for the long run. It is also good for the physical health. It is also good for the mental health. And what to speak about the spiritual health, it is the best way. Okay, so even we can see like we can see birds are roaming here and there, but when when sunsets happen, they settle on the trees and there is no chirping, because they follow the nature's law. We are not following the nature's law. So yes, like so 9 p.m. To the 3 p.m., like you can we can choose your 6 hours and you can sleep in that. Okay, and first thing, so okay, this repairing is happening. So in this room there are a lot of things, and like so it is very hard to clean the room. But when the room is like there is no stuff, then we can easily wash the walls and we can easily dust the room. So like when our body, when our stomach is full of a food, then we have to digest that food. After digestion we have to remove the nutrients. Then nutrients we have to like send to different body parts. So it requires a lot of energy. And for the producing energy, body has to work. Okay, so like then like if a body is working, then like we are not, a body is not getting clean, or like there is no reparation of the body. So like we have to make sure before sleeping our body should be, there should be no work of a digestion. Okay, like so our digestion should be finished before sleeping. So like we have to take the dinner 2 to 3 hours back, before, or like 1.5 hour before the sleeping. So like what Ayurveda says, when you like a sun is rising, then like your digestive fire is increasing. When sun is setting, then your digestion fire is reducing. So like you can take your biggest meal in the afternoon, and like for the dinner, like you have to take very light dinner, and that too before sunset. Then like your food will be digested, and there will be some digested fire. When digested fire is not so strong, the food get rotten, and like it produce some kind of a toxin, and they become the reason for the kind of lethargy, or like for the many diseases. Okay, so this is for the like and the food we are taking, we are not a vegetarian, we are a krishnatarian. So whatever food we are taking, we must offer to the lordships, and we have to accept it as a prasadam. So yes, like we talk about the sleep, we talk about the food. Okay, then like food is not only the physical food, it is also the like mind, like whatever you are inputs putting your mind. Okay, because mind is simply churning what you have put in. Like in Bhagavatam, we are talking about the interesting topics. Now, sometimes what are the reasons? People get the dreams, even whatever things they haven't, whatever things they haven't seen. Then how this things they are coming, like the elephant with the four tusks, how they are coming. And our like so-called modern science says that yes, there are some species of elephants, but now they are extinct, because this like mind, like whatever material desires we are having, whatever desires we are having, that are saved in our mind. Okay, so like when we are in that body at that time, like we have that memory and it is still with us. So whatever we are thinking, whatever things we are seeing, whatever we are hearing with person, what things we are talking, everything is get recorded. There is one a small photocopy of that and like everything get recorded. So we have to be very wise on the YouTube, on the like social media platform, and like in the society, what things we are hearing, what we are seeing, and what we are talking. So we have to be very careful. Whatever inputs we are going, like a mind will reflect the same. Okay. So when we start thinking about Krishna, when we start glorifying Krishna, the same mind will throw the same input. But like it requires some purification. Like we have to continuously keep taking the Krishna conscious stuff inside. So yes, we speak about the sleeping time, we speak about the food we have to take, and like also the time is also important. And third is the food we are putting in our mind. Okay. Then second is first, okay, abhyasa, then second is a vairagya. So what kind of a vairagya or renunciation or a kind of a internal detachment required? So we can see what is the nature of mind. Like mind's nature is he's a constantly thinking. Okay, at every moment he's a thinking about something. Then he is willing, oh, I don't have this sense object for a sense enjoyment. If I get this, like he's planning for the future. And like he's also feeling, oh, I'm not feeling good, it's too I'm feeling bored, or I'm not feeling excited, or I'm feeling like, so mind is feeling. You are not feeling. You are the soul. You are beyond this mind intelligence and false ego. You are beyond this. But your mind is hampering you. And why? Because we identify ourselves with the mind. But a fact is that we are not a mind. Okay. So mind think will, and mind another job is a willing, sorry, thinking, willing, and a feeling. Then like mind is constantly thinking about the sense object, and like how I can enjoy this, and like he make the plans for the enjoyment. Because this is why like Krishna has given us mind. Why? Because we are coming here for the enjoyment. Okay. Because we have to enjoy without a Krishna, that's why we are coming. So this is a mind shop. He's constantly making plans for a sense gratification. Okay. Then what Krishna says in a Bhagavad Gita 15.15, mataha smriti jnana pohonam cha, means Krishna is just in that shloka, Krishna says that he is sitting in our heart, and like he is giving the remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness, okay, to everyone. So when we are in a body of a dog, we have certain kind of desires. When we are in a body of a cat, we have certain kind of desires. When we are in maybe in past life, we are in a doggy, we are in a body of a different animals, we have some desires, and these desires are get saved or get accumulated in this mind. And Krishna very nicely, like everyone is sitting, like if I told devotees to on their cameras, they will be not sitting with the pain and pain and pain and book. But like a Krishna, like we have to learn from the Krishna, like even you can see these notes. Like when I were attending classes, I have note down everything. So like a devotee should copy the Krishna, because Krishna in a form of a Paramatma, he's just seated in the heart and he's noting down every desire. So our first prayer should be, oh Krishna, in a form of a Paramatma, you have noted down all my foolish and nonsense desires. Please forget about all them, and please clean that diary, or please make me forget, and also you forget about that things. Because okay, Krishna is noting, then he will give you remembrance. Okay, in that life or in that time, you have to you have this desire that you have to enjoy this. So if you can see like example, will be some there will be some people, they only prefer the branded things, because like they have the desire to, they have to enjoy the opulence like a Krishna. So like a Krishna is saying that, okay, you have the money now purchase this purse, or purchase this branded clothes, so you can enjoy the opulence, or you can purchase this jewelry. So Krishna is the one who is giving us remembers. And like it is not he's giving some manufacture remembers. No, this desires you only desire. Okay. And even in Esther's Bhagavatam class, for the devotees, like they have to finish all this stuff within this life, and they have to go back to the Godhead. So whatever desires they have, like Krishna fulfill that desires in your dream. Okay. So then second is a knowledge, and then forgetfulness. So we can also like pray to Krishna. Krishna, whatever nonsense things or like whatever non-necessary things I am remembering, please give me the forgetfulness for that, so that I can focus on you and I can serve you better. So yes, so we have to play, and then even in a Sistakam, they are full of prayers. And when we are sitting for a chanting, we can see a lot of thoughts are coming. Okay, because this is like we are spending a lot of time on this, manha samharana, because this is the main problem. Even like you are like chanting initiated, we will face the problem. Even I also face the problem. So like we will spend little more time on this. So yes, like when we are sick for the chanting, we get the different ideas, like, oh, how can I do this seva better, or like how can I gratify my senses in this way. Okay, and but the fact is that when we are sitting for chanting, we have to focus our mind. So we have to tell our mind, okay, these things are not so important. First, the most priority at this time is my chanting. Let me focus, and these things we will think after some time. We have this recently. We have see the story of Haridas Thakura. What Haridas Thakura is doing? He is simply chanting and hearing the holy name, and he is telling the prostitute, okay, I will satisfied, I will gratify your senses, but just let me chant this rounds. After that, I will surely, whatever you're saying, I will surely do. But for this, like, let me finish my chanting. So, like, our Farrar is a prostitute, is our distractions while chanting this mind's thought. Like, these are the prostitute. Okay, so we have to train our mind. Okay, at this time, let me chant. After that, we will do that. And word is not going to collapse. Like when we are sitting for chanting, we have to switch. We have to keep phone on a silent, and we have to keep outside. Okay, outside the room where you are chanting. So if, otherwise, like one notification will come, you will go and like you will spend some minutes or some hours also. So like whatever distractions are there in the environment, you have to minimize them. Okay, so like we are not a prime minister. Even prime minister find his self time. Okay, so in that time, this should be very personal. This is time for me and my Krishna and my chanting. So whatever comes in between, I'm going to reject that. But it doesn't mean that someone is a dying in a pain and he is asking you help and you are not going to do. Yes, we have to lead practical, but it doesn't mean that like your daughter is coming and asking, mama, what we have to put in this sabzi, or where is my violet, or like where is my this and that. You have to tell your family members, this is this 1.5 hour time, or this 1 hour time, or 2 hours time, it is especially for my chanting. So please don't disturb me in that time. We need to be very particular about that. So like yes, and like at the time, like we have too many things. Now this person tell me this person tell me that we constantly think about this material sense objects, like this material world and this people and planning, but we know that by reading the philosophy, they are a temporary. And even like we don't have to too much emerge in that thought. Oh, my mind is saying that this person said me that. Like you don't have to identify with that thought, because these thoughts are also temporary. Okay, so like then what we can do, like we can take the help of a association. Nam Nishta Das Prabhuji, after like our Mangalarti finish around 4:15 or 4:20. Okay, after that, like our reading club, even in a reading club, we start at reading the Bhagavad Gita at 6:20. You will have the one, and like almost like 50-60 minutes or more than that. Like that time you can spend, like, and what happens, like when we are sitting and chanting, lot of things come. But when we join the Zoom meeting where Nam Nishta Das Prabhuji is chanting and other devotees are chanting, by seeing them, we get the inspiration. And starting, I don't want to chant. And reaching the 16 rounds is not so easy. So like then I used to attend this Japa session of Nam Nishta Das Prabhu, and like my legs was paining, my back was paining, and my mind was constantly saying, okay, you have chanted one round, so rest of rounds we can chant later. And this won't happen. If a mind is tricking you, then you are gone. Okay, so that's why like there should be fixed time for the fixed things. So you have to fix the chant time for a japa. So when I used to see the Nam Nishta Das Prabhu, like his habit is like he's like moving his head as like a up down or like a left to right. So like when I see him, like I used to start, I simply used to copy him. Okay, if he can chant, then why I cannot chant? It is simply my mind is tricking. By seeing the devotees, I also chanted the 16 rounds. Okay, and this is, like this is the this happens when we are in association. We get some inspiration. So similarly, like no one was reading the Srila Prabhupada small books, but can you imagine we have completed 8 to 9 books like within the few months, because this is the power of association. And like in association there will be must be some devotees who are very pure in their practice, and like that purity help us like it act like an encouragement. And like by seeing that purity, Krishna also bless all of us. Okay, so like we should second part is we should always take the constant guidance from the senior devotees. Oh Mataji, I'm facing this problem in my spiritual life. How we should like come out of this. Then second is the saucham, means cleanliness. So cleanliness first is the external cleanliness. Like all are from the culture families now. So like everyone take the bath early morning, and everyone should wear the like clean clothes which should be washed. Okay, and like we also have to take care of environment should be clean. Like when environment is clean and organized, like it increases the satoguna, and that also help in a chanting. Okay, so then second is the most important, that is the internal cleanliness. And internal cleanliness means like we have this six enemies of, and like so internal cleanliness means we have to keep away these six enemies, and everyone has the same six enemies. So let us plan how to fight with this. So first is like when we sit for the chanting, we have get a lot of sensual things, thoughts, because like even from the advertisement to everything, like they put all kind of this like so called a soft porn. Okay, so they put everything. So like it is very natural when you are associating with these ads, and like when you are going outside, like this lusty thoughts should they are coming. So like when these sensual thoughts are coming, means like our first enemy, that is lust, is coming. Then second is anger. Oh, why she speak with me in that way? Like she's talked about me in this way, so that I will speak, I will give her a reply in this way. So everything we are planning, and that too in a chanting. Okay, second is the anger, the krodha. And third is a greed. Okay, I'm sitting in the one BHK and chanting, but it will be much better chanting when I will sit in a two BHK. So this is the greed. Whatever you are having, you are not satisfied. You want more and more. This is our third enemy. And fourth is the envy. Okay, like oh, Mataji is wearing such a nice sari. I should also have. Maybe I have that sari. Envy means like okay, you are happy what they are having, but you are not happy that that person is having. You want that things. So second is the envy by doing the comparison. Then pride, how great devotee I am, and that Prabhuji haven't said Hari Krishna to me and haven't bowed down his head. This is the pride. Like you are thinking, pride means you are thinking that oh I'm the great devotee and all are neophytes. No, this is the pride. And like last one is the illusion. Illusion means like we are identifying ourselves with this body. Okay, and that's why we are engaging all of these things. So these are our six enemies, and they keep us distracting in our chanting. So like we should be aware. Okay, and this I'm chanting. This anger is coming. This is my enemy, and I don't have to. He is pulling me there, but I don't have to go. Let me focus on my chanting. Let me focus on my hearing. Okay, so you don't have to listen what your whatever mind like putting the thoughts on you. Okay, and is it happens for only for a 1 month, or for 1 week, or one for some month, or for some years? No, this is the lifetime project, because we are in a material world, and like this is the job of Maya to taste you, like to taste your to test your sincerity. You really want to go back to Godhead, like, or one side you are saying I want to go back to the Godhead, but you are not working, you are not struggling to struggling in your sadhana. Okay, sadhaka means he or she must be struggle at every moment to remember Krishna. So this is the like a lifetime project. We have to fight and we have to kill these enemies. Okay. Then like what is the best time for a chanting? the Shastra says the Brahma Murta is the time of a, all environment is a sattvic, and like even there are no sinful acts at this time. So like a Brahma Murta is the best for a chanting, and even the speaker was saying that at a Brahma Murta like chanting happens, chanting hoti hai. At a afternoon chanting karte hai, like we do the chanting, and at a night करना पड़ता है. We have to do the chanting, and like we can see the quality of a chanting when you are doing the chanting at a Brahma Murta, quality of a chanting doing in afternoon, and quality of a chanting in a like in a night. What happened in a Satoguna at a Brahma Murta when we are chanting, every environment is a nice and it is very easy to focus on a mantra. So sattvic environment means we are happy. The second is the afternoon. Afternoon is for rastic activities. Rastic means lot of thoughts are coming. So when we are sit for the chanting, it will be a little more difficult because like mind will throw a lot of thoughts on you, because everyone is atmosphere. Everyone is busy in doing rastic activities. I want more, and want I have this desire, I have to fulfill that, etc., etc. And what happens at a night? After evening, it go, like the time is for tamasic, so you will your chanting will be also tamasic. You are chanting but you are sleeping, you are feeling sleepy, and like your mind is telling like beta kal kar lete, we will do this tomorrow. So like we can see that quality of a chanting. So time is also important. So we must we should always try to chant on a Brahma Muhurta. Okay. Then third is a maunam, means like you need to be silence. Silence means like it doesn't mean that you are shutting your lips and you are not like saying the mantra. Like silence means like like when we are chanting, we don't have to speak about the mundane things while we are chanting. Just we see the example when the family members are coming asking you where is my wallet, where is me my this, and where is my that, and like also like what should I do and what should I don't do. So like before sitting chanting, clarify all these things and told the family members, please don't disturb me for this 1.5 hour. So that's why the morning time is good now. Like even like I say, my family members wake up at 7 or like 6 or 6:30. So like before, like when we are chanting, there will be no disturbance because no one is come to you and ask, please bring the milk, please bring this and that. Okay, so it is very important on that aspect also. Like you have to chant early. Then second is like we are doing multitasking. Even the Navnishta Das Prabhu in multiple classes, he gave the example. He went to the house of one devotee, like he was watching the IPL, like he has chanting his round, and with the eyes he was watching the IPL. So like this should be avoided. Or some Matajis, they are chanting on one hand and another hand they are cooking. No, this should be avoided. Okay, like this 16 rounds should be quality, and after extra rounds you can do it on a that clicker, or like you can do like that. But this 16 rounds must be like with the like must be like a lot of sincerity and with a lot of attention. Okay, we have to put, and with a lot of focus we have to do this 16 rounds. So maunam means like we don't have to think, or like we don't have to speak about the mundane things. Like we have to chant while we are chanting. Okay, and like yes, that's like a more thing is that like who is the Maya's deadliest weapon? That is the mobile phone. Okay, so like it will distract us from our spiritual life, so we have to keep it outside, out from the slide, out of sight, out of mind. When when we are constantly saying the if for example you are constantly saying this book, then you will have this desire, let me finish this book, let me read this book. Or on the other hand, there will be some material magazine, and if you are constantly seeing that, so then your mind will act in that way, and you will read that magazine. This is why the people are spreading lot of money on the advertisement, because you are seeing that thing again and again. Then in your subconscious mind, you will think about the same thing. Okay, and like when you are going in a mall or somewhere, you will purchase the same thing. This is how the advertisement works. So similarly, this is how our mind works. When we are seeing the same things again and again, mind will say that, okay, do this. So like when we are associating with the devotees who are chanting very nicely, who are reading the books very nicely, your mind will say, oh, they are doing, you must do that. Okay. So then fourth is a mantra artha chintanam. So like, okay, we are chanting, okay, like we are chanting, but we don't know what is the meaning of Hare Krishna. Our Srila Prabhupada says, like, what is the meaning of a Hare Krishna mantra? Hare Krishna mantra it is a prayer, and when we are chanting, we have to chant with the prayerful mood. Like even our Nam Nishta Das Prabhu, like he's saying that when he had joining, then he was chanting like Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, because like to gain the focus, mind is harassing us and we have to focus. So like we chant in this way. So like one of senior devotee told him like, why you are throwing stones to the like towards the Krishna? We should be chant with the love and like with the bhakti, with the devotion. So like we should be chant in a prayerful mood, that like with the sweet tone we can chant, and with the soft voice. So like what is the prayer? Oh Krishna, oh energy of a Krishna, please engage me in your service. And and the Hare Krishna mantra, Hare means the energy of a Lord, that is the Srimati Radharani. Okay. And the like Krishna is the all attractive. And here the Rama is not a Ramchandra, but he is the Radhika Raman. Okay, so like 8 times we are chanting the Krishna, so that like by when we chant the Krishna's name, Radharani gets satisfied. And like when we chant the Radha's name, Hare Hare, then Krishna become happy. So like in the Gaudeva Vaishnava, we are taking care of both. We are pleasing one hand, we are pleasing Radharani, and on other hand, we are pleasing pleasing the Krishna. So like this is the this is one reason that like when people say you simply have to chant Radha Radha, then what about the Radharani? Radharani is not so pleased. Okay, so like we have to take care of both. So and we can also pray like before. That's why before chanting we sing the Shishtastakam, but we must know the what is the meaning of Shishtastakam. These are like 8 prayers which are given by Krishna himself in a form of a Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He appear in a form of a devotee so that we can follow him. He come personally come and teach us like how devotees should perform the devotional activities. So oh Lord, I have given you a service, and like I'm falling in this material world, and now I'm distracting. I am too much distracted. I'm too much suffering. And oh Lord, please pick me from this material ocean and engage me in your service. And I am begging you, please. So in a chanting, you are begging to Krishna. Krishna, please pick me and please engage me in your service. Okay. And like the more you beg, the Krishna will be more merciful. Okay, it is like you are going to your father and you are asking for the one thing, but when you are repeatedly asking, then like your father will bestow you that thing. Okay, so similarly we are going to Krishna and Radharani. Krishna, please engage me. Radharani, please engage me, please purify me, please pick me. So like one day they will see our sincerity. At that time we are convincing Krishna, oh Krishna, please, Krishna, I really want you. I don't want this material things. I simply want you. So we at that time when we are chanting one mantra, we are convincing Krishna, please take me in your service. Okay. So chanting is itself as a service. Okay, we are rendering service to Harinam Prabhu, because Krishna and his holy name, they are not different. So when we are chanting, we are also rendering service to Srimati Radharani and Krishna. Okay, so like like when you are going to meet some person, and like you are sitting on a table and that person is a busy with the phone, or like he's a busy with his own thoughts and he is not even looking at you or paying attention, how you will feel? So same thing, when we are chanting, Krishna comes and sit in front of us, and like when we are lost in our own thoughts, or like when you are like busy in other things like scrolling phone or something, and other hand you are chanting, then like Krishna, we are disrespecting Krishna. We are by not paying attention to the holy name. Okay. So when the prime minister come, you put all your attention on that person. So like Krishna is the like a greatest personality, greatest celebrity in this entire universe. So like we should be very attentive while we are chanting. Okay. So when we chant, like, and why Krishna will get happy when we are chanting? Because Krishna knows, oh, like he is chanting my name, so soon he will get purified, and soon he will come back to the Godhead, and soon he will start rendering services, and like we will stay very happily. Okay. Currently, we have like, we have ditched the Krishna. Okay, let me enjoy, and like we have come here, and Krishna is missing you because we have the particular seva in a Golok Vrindavana or in a spiritual planets, and Krishna is missing you for that seva. Okay, so like even like when we are chanting, even you like we are not hearing, but Krishna is coming here, and Krishna is just hearing what what you are chanting. That's why pronunciation is important. Some devotees, like they simply do the fus fus. Okay, even I have some spiritual friends, like when I hear, like they simply do fus fus. So you can simply hear first hare and last hare. In between they even change the mantra. Okay, so like Hare Krishna, fus fus, like then like only Hare Hare, like and last Rama Rama. You won't hear the entire mantra. Every word, like every word, there should be some distance, and you should hear every word. Okay, so yes, like when we chant, Krishna become more happy. So what should be our attitude? When I chant with the more attention, Krishna become more happy. And like like when I beg for Krishna's mercy, Krishna become more and more happy. So this is the thing. When I pay attention, Krishna is happy. When I beg, it means when I chant with the that instant intuition. Oh Krishna, please pick me. I only want you. And when we are convincing Krishna, Krishna become more and more pleased. Okay, so this is in this mood we should chant. And second is a avyagratvam, means like we should be undisturbed. Okay, so like like, oh, I'm chanting the 16 rounds from the like last 5 years, but my mind is still restless. And like like I don't think I'm not going to advance in my spiritual life, or like so. And even devotees are like, oh, like I don't get, I'm too much busy with my material things, I don't have time, let me somehow chant my rounds. And yesterday's Bhagavatam class, what the Namnishta Das Prabhuji said that like the people who are simply want to finish their rounds, and they are simply chanting, but their mind is wandering somewhere in the material things, means they are sahajiyas are someone who they simply chant, but they don't try, they don't struggle to focus their mind on on the mantra. So next time when we are sit for the chanting, we have to remember this. Okay, so yes, like there should be exclusive slot for the chanting. And like in that time, so your mind will be prepared. Okay, this time is for chanting, I don't have to like too much go to I shouldn't disturb them like a chanter too much. Okay, and at that time, while you are chanting, this is the most important task you are doing. You don't have to think about the other things. And like even the mind is throwing thoughts on you, you don't have to focus on that. You have to again try to bring that focus on the chanting. Then then is a Anirvedo, means like we should be hopeful. Like like what is the hopeful for for the devotees? Hopeful means like avashya rakshite Krishna. I'm doing all my efforts. I'm putting my 100%. Then Krishna will be surely pleased. And Krishna, like one day, Krishna will bestow His mercy, and I can chant without offenses. Okay, but that time it doesn't mean that you simply have to depend on mercy. You have to practice, because how mercy flows? Mercy flows according to your sincerity. The more sincere you become, the more mercy will flow. So for that, you have to first struggle to chant without offenses. You have to first struggle to focus your mind on the mantra. So yes, we must be hopeful that okay, I'm chanting, but my mind is still restless. But you have to practice it, okay? Because it depends on our disease also, na? Because yes, Harinam Prabhu purify our mind, purify our heart, purify our thoughts. But in the crores and millions and billions of life, too much, like dirt we have accumulated, too much dust we have accumulated. So it will take some time, okay? So we need to be patient, okay? I'm following the right process. The mantra is coming from the right parampara. Like I'm like whatever process I'm following is from the right parampara. So like one day I will definitely, one day I will get the success. One day Krishna will bestow His mercy by seeing my struggles. Then like everything will be so good. Okay, we should have this faith. So, and it is like if I try to do it for the first for the first 5 days, first 5 months, and first 5 years. But repeatedly I'm failing. I'm trying to focus. For the first beat, I focus. Second beat, I focus. Third beat, again, my mind is going somewhere. So should we get discouraged? No. Like even if chanting one round, even if we fail for the 108 rounds, sorry, 108 mantras, then also for the 109 mantra, you have to again, okay, let me focus on this mantra, or let me focus on this page. That's why like these beads are given now. So it is also help here. Acupressure point is there, so it is also help us to chant. Okay, so like we get some physical touch also. So yes, if you fail for the 108 times, then again you should have this encouragement, you should have this hope, again I have to again I have to try to focus at the 109th time. Okay, you can fall for the 108 time, but again you have to rise for the 109. And this is how our spirituality works. So it doesn't matter you are not able to focus, but at least you have to struggle, you have to struggle to focus. Okay. And people says I'm not able to focus on mantra, then what is the point of a point of a chanting? But there is the point. What is that point? You are not able to focus on that mantra means you are so disturbed, you are so contaminated with this material thoughts, and this whatever dirt is there, it should be get clear. And when we chant properly, slowly harinam prabhu will clear these things. Okay. And we have to take the shelter of Krishna. We have to take the shelter of Radharani through the Hare Krishna mantra. Okay, through the holy name. And we will. This is most important thing. Again, we will fail. But again, we have to try. This is the only way. We have to focus. So, we have to be respectful to the Krishna, be respectful to the holy name, by paying the attention to that. Okay, so we have to chant the Hare Krishna mantra with a lot of respect. Then, we will attract the mercy of a Krishna. So, as we discussed in the starting, sadhaka means he's just struggling to focus his mind. Okay. And the when you give up this struggle, then you are no more devotee, or you are no more a spiritual practitioner means you should struggle to focus your mind. Okay. And focusing means, oh Krishna, my mind is going there, but I want you only. I want to come back to Godhead within this life only, with this begging prayers, and with this conviction, with this strong faith, we have to chant the holy name. Okay. And at the last, what is most important? Okay, I have chanted the 16 round for today. Tomorrow I'm not going to do that. I will start on the Monday. Okay. Today is Sunday. There is no necessary now. Tomorrow I will chant the 32 rounds. No. What is most important to advance in our spiritual life? That is a consistency. Every day you should practice. Every day you should practice. Second is a seriousness to achieve the goal. What is our goal? When we see, I want a Krishna prema, but we have to see our sadhana. You are really practicing that good enough to go achieve the Krishna prema? No, we are committing lot of offenses, so we need to be serious. Okay, I am failing now, but I have to I have to convince that Krishna, I want you only. We should have this consistency, and we have this kind of a like a seriousness, and this will surely attract the Krishna's mercy, and we will everyone will go back to the Godhead. So I think I hope this is enough for today. So today we will end this sessions. Okay, if you like, you can put it on a group also, you like this point, or you can also say now, oh Mataji, whatever a session we are taking, I like this point and I'm going to implement this point. Because every day we are hearing, we are what we say, we must hear for the 30 to 1 hour, we have to do shravanam. But what is the point? We are hearing every day, it is bring some kind of a purification, but things we are not applying. And until and unless when we apply the things, there will be no advancement. Okay, so I think I can summarize within the 2 minutes. So first is sadhaka means sadhaka must be struggle. He must be struggle to focus his mind on the mantra. Second, first then manaha samharana, that we have to restrain our senses. We have to, and for that we have to try to live on a satoguna life. So how we can live on a satoguna life? Sleeping taking the dinner early, that too light, sleep early, getting up early. Okay, and it should be yukta, it's everything should be regulated. Okay, and there should be fixed time slot for every activity. We don't we are not doing everything whimsically. Okay, so first is the practice. We have to pull and how we can control our mind. First is the abhyasa, means we have to practice to pull our mind back and again focus on the mantra. Second is the vairagya. We should know everything is a temporary. Okay, and everything is a temporary, so I shouldn't attach to that. And we should know how noctarious mind is, and how he's trapping me. We should know his plans. Okay, we should know how he's going to trap me, and we don't have to fall in that trap. The second is the saucham, means cleanliness. Externally, we have to take the bath, like we have to wear fresh clothes, and we have to keep our environment organized and clean. Okay. Then internal means we have to keep away the six enemies. Okay, what are the six enemies? Lust, anger, greed, envy, pride, and illusion. Okay, we should be aware that if enemy pull me in this direction, I don't have to pay attention to this enemy. Okay. And like we also discussed, what is the best time for a chanting? Brahma Murta. Okay. After that, it will be difficult, more and more difficult. Then third is a maunam. That means we should be silent. Silence means like it doesn't mean that you don't have to speak the mantra. No. Silence means you don't have to speak the mundane things, or you don't have to talk to anyone when you are chanting. Okay. So, and we have to keep the distracting things away from our sight. Okay, from our eyes. We don't should we shouldn't see the distracting objects. Then fourth is a mantra artha chintanam. Okay, like whatever I'm chanting, I should know the meaning. The meaning is that it is the prayer that, oh Krishna, oh Radharani, the energy of Krishna, please engage me in your service. And we should so we should chant in this prayerful mode. And like we have seen, when we chant with the attention, Krishna become happy. Why he become happy? Because he come to know, okay, he will get purified, he will again come back to the Godhead, and then we can enjoy. Okay. So, and like Krishna become more and more happy when we chant with the attention, and that too in a prayerful mood. And like we are begging to Krishna, when we beg, like Krishna, please pick me, and like please engage me in your engage me in your service. Okay. And when we beg for that, the Krishna become more and more happy. The fifth one is the avyagrahatvam, means we should be undisturbed. Like yes, currently we are so disturbed, but we have to develop the patience. Okay. If I fail now, but then also I have to try again. The sadhaka means you have to try again and again. You have to try again and again to focus, okay, and to become a sincere. And it should not be like, we don't have to become a sahajya. Sahajya means they are chanting, but their mind is wandering somewhere. They are not putting efforts to bring that mind again on the mantra. So we, like here, undisturbed means we don't have to become a sahajyas. So there should be fixed time slot for a chanting, and in that time only my Krishna and my beats, nothing else. Okay. So this is the most important thing. And then sixth is the hopeful. We need to be hopeful. The avashya rakshabe Krishna. If I'm practicing from the bona fide, in a bona fide sampradaya, and following the instruction, surely within time I will get the purified, and I'm able to concentrate on my mind. Okay, we should be like, even if you fail for the 108 time, then for the 109 time you again have to wake up, and again you have to try to focus your mind on that Hare Krishna mantra. Okay. So yes, and the last one is we have to be respectful to the Hare Krishna, to the Harinam Prabhu, to the holy name, to the Krishna. And we need to be a consistent and sincere to practice. Okay. We should bring the sincerity, consistency, and the seriousness in the practice. So Hare Krishna, happy Krishna conscious day. So please bless me, and please pray for me. Like I also want to follow this. By blessing each other or by praying for each other, Krishna will surely bestow mercy on us. Okay. So Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Hare Krishna Mataji. Are you there?
Krishna Mataji, thank you so much.
Hare Krishna,
Yeah.
Mataji.
Hare
This is
Krishna.
very nice. Thank you so much.
Hare
Mataji,
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. I will share the photo of that notes, okay, in a group. You can shortly go through that.
That will be great. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Happy
Mataji,
Krishna
Danya
conscious
ho.
day. So now, okay, we come to know, but now we have to follow these things. Okay, Hare Krishna. Try to implement.